Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, well, we're going a little classy. We're going with Robert Wise's 1945 cult classic black and white film. And that movie is A Game of Death. Just a really awesome flick that's got a lot of class, like I said, and a very interesting premise. So let's get right into it. Here is A Game of Death. A Game of Death is a haunting and wonderfully wild 40s adventure horror hybrid, which thrives in its lush and foreboding tropical locations, and excels in its thrilling premise and astounding set of characters. Brilliantly reimagined from the legendary 1932 thriller The Most Dangerous Game, this mesmerizing and taut thriller abounds in tense sequences and exciting set pieces, all filmed with tremendous class and creative ingenuity. Bound in tension and thoroughly entertaining, A Game of Death is a wonderful production to say the least, and it's a cinematic experience that is as fun as it is unforgettable. The film follows world-famous hunter and author Don Rainsford, who after being shipwrecked and stranded on an isolated tropical island, comes to meet the eccentric and quite mad big game hunter Eric Krieger, a wealthy recluse who lives for the thrill of the hunt, and tracks the most curious and shocking of prey. Also stranded on the island is a beautiful young woman named Ellen Trowbridge, and her alcoholic brother Robert, who inform Dawn of the cruel Mr. Krieger's sick obsession of hunting human beings for sport. Will Dawn and his two newfound friends figure out a way to escape this island of death? Or will Dawn have to use his keen hunting skills and survival prowess to best Krieger and stop this madman from ever hunting another living soul again? With grit, wit, and a ton of class, the cast of A Game of Death is a remarkably succinct one, ranging from typical larger-than-life hero roles to strange and unusual psychotic antagonists, making for an enthralling experience that will definitely catch you off guard and sweep you up into the unusual and harrowing plot. Totally all in when it comes to the morbid content on screen. The performers give it their all in taking the scenario completely serious and without a doubt dire, and in that effect they create a rather compelling cinematic offering that rivals the grandeur and boldness of the original inspirational 30s production. The desperate survivors and wicked lunatics of this maddening flick are John Loder as Don Rainsford, the famous author and renowned hunter stuck in the most trickiest of situations; Edgar Barrier as Eric Krieger, the warped and homicidal big game hunter who's got an insatiable taste for hunting man; Audrey Long as Ellen Trowbridge, an innocent and extremely beautiful shipwrecked woman and damsel in distress; Russell Wade as Robert Trowbridge, Ellen's alcoholic brother and wily survivor; Gene Roth as Pleshke, Krieger's ogre-like butler and obedient enforcer; and finally Noble Johnson as Carib, Krieger's mute servant and silent hunting companion. Though low in numbers, the cast more than makes up for it with unforgettable performances and interesting personalities, who all aid in on livening up this crazy flick of survival of the fittest games and demented hunting parties. Lavishly shot and crafted beautifully, A Game of Death is an undeniably classy-looking production, with a plethora of outstanding-looking locations and compositions, all emphasizing the secluded nature and wild premise of this off-kilter cinematic offering. The black and white photography is to die for, and the seedy subject matter and totally insane material on screen are blended extraordinarily throughout the picture, thanks to the expert eye of Robert Wise and the entire filmmaking crew. Lush, ludicrous, and completely loony. It's a production that delivers a heavy hand when it comes to the overall premise, but is crafted in such a way that it oozes an unmistakably haunting atmosphere that permeates every crevice of this well-crafted picture. The thrills and chills of this production truly do astound, and the combination of the stupendous cast against the awe-inspiring visuals and the warped premise of kill or be killed is a thing of masterful beauty. If you love classic cinema and ones with a maniacal twist, then you'll want to get this obscure flick into your sights as soon as possible. In the end, A Game of Death is a 40s masterclass of demented cinematic gold that is well worth the hunt. And there you have it, you psychotic manhunters. That is the very entertaining, very engaging, and just all-around amazing horror flick that is A Game of Death. Just a really cool production, to say the least. Love the black and white photography. The whole premise is just warped as hell and just awesome. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.